Welcome back. Today we are continuing our series through the Guild Wars 1 missions with Ruins of Surmia, where we are going to get to the introduction of, well, I don't know if I can actually say his nickname anymore. But he has it's Prince followed by something that he does that seems to suggest a certain action of his. So Prince Rurik here will blindly run ahead. It is incredibly annoying to deal with. So in terms of my comp, how I've shifted it over now is I stuck Olias in as my third party member. So as my replacement for Zayri today, showing another non-Zayri requirement. Yeah, this mission, bit long, be pretty annoying. Through. Most annoying thing for me to deal with, at least, is the Whiptail Devourers. Their lightning reflexes can seem to last for ages. That's why I have Sun and Moon Slash, and once they activate lightning reflexes, I literally just go pick stuff up. Yeah, this part is feels so long. This is actually the mission I remember the least, just because of how annoying it is to go through it. Plus, it's just way out there, too. It's like it's all the way in the corner of the entire Prophecies map. So you don't tend to go here unless you have a very good reason. Alright, let's keep rolling. So you're basically just following the route through the map. Just watch the road. We're going to be killing a gazillion Devourers, so I'm going to recruit some help. By the way, if you're wondering what this summoning stone is that I have, it costs a skill point to use. You can only pick it up from the events that come with Guild Wars 2's anniversary. So you'll be eligible to pick it up any August, under Wayfarer's Reverie. It is certainly one of the more useful options to have as a replacement to the Fire Imp that we all know and love. Except for Melandru's Accord characters. It's unfortunate to be them. Much is gonna happen through here. It's just more dead time as we kill all these Devourers. Is he actually following me? They finally fixed him? Oh. Actually, I think I remember he works in certain parts, but once he sees Char, he starts seeing red. So I'm pretty sure once we get into the valley up here, he's gonna go turn into the Prince Rurik we all used to know. We're probably halfway through now. Should just be reach the stairs and we'll be pretty much there. They actually give him 100 blades or any skills at all. And again, I keep forgetting to do Strength of Honor. There we go, now we're starting to hit triple-digit shots. Devourers that never end. And unfortunately, Rurik here is going to want to fight each and every single one, so I can't just run through them. As much as I would like to try. Alright, that's that out of the way. But yeah, for the most part, Olias runs almost the exact same build I have on Zayri. It's just Signet of Lost Souls was added in because he's got Soul Reaping. I forget exactly what I had there off the top of my head on Zayri's build. Let me see. Well, maybe later. Won't actually let me see it easily. Now that I think about it, I wonder if I should... Yeah, I should probably post template codes that I'm using in each video underneath in the descriptions. I'll probably start doing that. I should actually make a note of that. There we go, Fester Fang. Well, I guess that means we're not going to see him as the boss at the end. I came through here on my Doom's Covenant character and when I was doing my Young Heroes of Tyria most recent completion. I rolled him there both times. Young Heroes of Tyria right now. I just have 2 missions left. Boreless, well, Blacktide. But Boreless Pass and Frostgate, so I figure I'll get those done just in a few days. So yeah, here goes. Just blindly running ahead right into the middle of how many? 7? 7 char? So yeah, this is why I don't like him very much. Ugh, you cast it on yourself. You knew what I was doing. Oh yeah, I should put on my Secret Agent title. There we go. Much better. Now I get double adrenaline off these suckers. There we go. Alright, so now begins the prisoner freeing section of this. Oh, I didn't even notice my stance had run out. Alright, see you out-damage this. Yeah, when you're fighting Char with this build and you pop 4 Great Justice, you can just spam Sun and Moon Slash because each one gives you 8 adrenaline back. So you've quadrupled your adrenaline gain. It's actually ridiculous. Again, if you spot a meteor shower, just try to sidestep it as best you can. Sometimes you're just surrounded. There's not much you can do about that. They only knock down once every 3 seconds though, so it's not a major threat. Just don't stand in it. You have plenty of time to move. Yep. Alright, a bunch of monks. Let's see if we can get Rurik here to run around them. There, we at least skipped one of the groups. And that group was going to be extremely annoying. That was what, 2 Shields of Judgment? Yeah. You guys get away from him, please. Get you over to here. Oh, it's only 1. Burn him quickly enough, it won't matter. Mind Spark, I'm pretty sure comes with Shatter Enchantment, so I'll lose Strength of Honor anyways, even if I try to run it. I know for a fact the Chaos does. I'm trying to remember how the Mind Spark differentiates beyond just Power Block. Oh, it doesn't look like it has it. Oh, of course, the very next one I fight is going to get rid of it. Well, maybe not. I can cover enchantment it. So yeah, important note if you haven't figured this out yet, whatever enchantment is applied most recently is the first one that gets removed. So this build I like to try to make it my Dwarven stability, because as long as I don't have alcohol, it's done its main job of doubling the length of my stance. So from then on, I can just serve as a useful cover enchantment for anything that can't get rid of more than 1 at a time. Which there are enough of them, but there's also a lot that will remove at least 2. The Cornins in particular are really nasty with that. So yeah, now we enter the prisoner section. So what we have to do is we have to run up to each cage, free every prisoner, and then kill every single char around it so Rurik will move on. In more ways than one, if you know what I mean. Over here, we've got the Ellie boss. Yeah, you can see Rurik over there is... He's gonna pull the entire planet again on us. He never understands the assignment. Okay, we at least got the boss out of the way. I'll send those goobers to help him fight while I pick up stuff. Yeah, when dealing with Prince Rurik, you gotta get your drops during fights. Otherwise, you will never get the chance to pick them up. Oh, we got a different Devourer boss out here. We got Hurl Foulspine. Yeah, he'll come join us in a minute. This time we actually get to run ahead of him. The only advantage to Rurik is we look sick with our dual fiery and icy dragon swords. All we need is the Legionnaire over there to get like the vampiric dragon sword when it's Halloween and it's complete. Still the #1 item I want to get but has not dropped. Followed by the Glacial Daggers and Doom's Soulbreak Reaper or whatever it's called. Doom's Scythe is such a sick looking weapon. I want to stick that one on my Necro. Alright, here we go. We have freed our buddy Errol here. He's going to take us even further north. Also, fun fact, Anton is the assassin hero and Eye of the North is from Surmia. So there have been theories that we free Anton during this mission, but I'm pretty sure we don't, because they all head backwards except for Errol. Anton, I'm pretty sure, freed himself. Let's see. I want to fight these guys while I'm still close. Okay, looks like he's not running forward. Yeah, so the bonus is going to take place up there. So I'm just quickly clearing this out while I've got him with me. Alright, if you want to summon a meteor shower on yourself, I'll go attack the other one. There we go. How many tokens am I up to now? 7? Alright, so Rurik now tasks us with pulling the bridge. So all you have to do is you just head into the ravine down this way, and then you make the first left and continue that way. That's if you're doing the mission. If you want the bonus, you have to keep running. So yeah, you can just head right through here if you're doing the mission normally. And when you're coming back from the bonus, don't forget that exists. Speaking from experience on that one. Alright, we're gonna flag our guys up this way. since it's not a very dangerous boss. The important thing is we want to keep the path clear of spirits, is why I'm doing this. Technically, you didn't need to do that, but if you left spirits along this path, you have to wait for them to disappear before you talk to Brina here. And you will see why shortly. There they are. So the bonus is we have to follow these dudes until they open the gate that we saw earlier, and then you go in behind them and kill everything in sight. So if you left a spirit at this fork or anything earlier because you were fighting the boss, they can engage that spirit, and sometimes they'll just aggro over to you because you happen to be close enough. So you just gotta be careful, follow them closely. You could probably head forward and try progressing some of the missions, start clearing some guys out ahead. But the important thing is, do not pull that lever until you've done the bonus. Because once you do that, I don't know, Rurik follows you. I'm pretty sure he does. But I don't know if he'll follow you backward. I do wonder if it's slightly more optimal to go forward. Maybe in the future I'll do that. Other important note, if you're following them closely, the char do get slowed down by the tar here. So make sure you keep that in mind when you're sprinting up to them and they go into this little section. Because you can accidentally aggro them when they slow down. Yeah, you just have to track them. Once they get past this little gate here, then you're good to go. Just a little more. Also, do not attack these Mind Sparks yet, because they're still close enough. If I had hit right until just now, I would have actually aggroed the Ember Bearers too. There we go. We are clear. So yeah, now that this section's open, you can actually go run them down. Fortunately, I was a little slow and they grouped up with others. This may be annoying. Yeah, that's bad. Whatever, we'll make it work. We only got one of them, that works. Now we're dealing with our favorite shamans, which means Shield of Judgment. And that will be a no from me, dog. Hey, how about you guys actually move ahead and attack things, please? Thank you. Here we go. Yeah, just head over to this temple and there will be 4 elementalists that you need to take out. So the 4 flame keepers up there. To prevent Ritlock here, our legionnaire, from creating any shenanigans, we'll pull him down. Now we're up to the Flame Keepers. So remember, keep an eye out for those meteor showers. Ideally, they go on you and not your heroes if you run in. There we go. That should be 1. Watch these 2. There's a cast. There's another. So I just move over. Just keep my eyes on the ground. Yeah, you can see how quickly that damage adds up there, even with a shelter and Union protecting me there. It's just not good to take that many packets of damage because it will overwhelm your prot. There we go. That's the bonus done. Let's see what we got. Lieutenant Superior Soul Reaping? Lieutenants is going to be worthless. Damage dealt reduced by 5%. No way that sells. Superior Soul Reaping? I don't remember if that actually sells for anything. Let's see, anything else to salvage? Nope. Alright, so now we can progress with the mission proper. My god, we've been in here for 25 minutes already. This is such a long mission. I'm sure it could be optimized if you had another friend with you who could solo that whole section down there, and then the rest of you go pull the lever. You just pull the lever when he comes back, and you have Rurik and Errol ready to go. You don't have to do this section. But from here, it is run around through this tar, up the path, down to here. This is where the lever is. And we're going to go here, make a left here, clear out everything here, and then it's just waiting. I'm going to save myself a little time here, run along whatever little land they'll actually give me. This is probably the mission I should have brought Master of Whispers for, to have the extra speed. Oh well. Too late. So if you have been doing the Cities of Ascalon quest, which is needed if you want to make a 55 monk, Historical Monument of Surmia is right here. For the longest time when I was a kid doing this mission, I was so confused by that. Because the note just sent me to the outpost and didn't tell me that it was inside of the mission. So for years I was just hanging on to that quest and I didn't know how to progress it. Because I also didn't have show interactable names back then too, so I wouldn't have seen that. But let's get our full team back. Also, if we're approaching 30 minutes, that means Legionnaire's dying soon. Which means we need to hustle, because I kind of need him for this next section. Well, I guess I don't need him, but he's very handy to have for the next section. It's that little bit of extra damage and tanking. Yeah, sure. We will avoid a confrontation with the group in front of us. It's definitely a fight we cannot win. I'll remember those words. Hopefully the foreshadowing has been obtuse enough. We are, in fact, going to fight that entire group. Because it technically makes the mission easier on hard mode to do so. So yeah, if you're doing the mission normally and you've gotten your Legendary Defender of Ascalon, you're level 20, and you laugh in the face of all char, yeah, you can probably just run ahead and be fine. But if you are not so fortunate, and you might have trouble holding off endless waves of char that you can't control the pace of, you probably don't want to go up and interact with that boss up there. You can clear these guys out, But rather than continue on ahead, you're actually going to want to make the left turn over here. Flag them, pull these guys over. Try to keep Prince Rurik from running too far ahead. Killing the Mind Spark will actually serve that. Then he'll run backward. Oh yeah, the Blade Storm and their Wild Blow. There we go. So what we're going to do here is we are actually going to just pull the mobs. Let's run this back a little bit. This might be a few too many. We'll see. Okay, you're still shielded of judgment. But there's some... Yeah, there you are, the Ashen Claw. Like, there's something slowing my attacks. But there's nothing now to strip my enchantments, so I'm good to just go all out. Okay. Just gonna clear out the things that are actually threats, because all the Char Martyrs don't want to heal them. There we go. No more faint-heartedness. And now it begins. Just gonna look for ones that don't have enchantments on them and hope they don't get them. There we go. It indeed was not too many. But yeah, by going this way and taking out the Char here, you get to take them at your own pace. So if you're ever in trouble, you can retreat back to the south. Like, honestly, it's probably better to attack from here, so you can retreat back up the hill if you need to, rather than into the other Char boss. That was actually irresponsible on my part to attack the way that I did, but it worked, so whatever. But if you go this way instead, you can approach them at your own pace and control them. Okay, there we go. So, Legionnaire has finally served his time. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just resummon him. Why not? There we go. What's the boss? I'm guessing that's a warrior based off the name. So this part, you do have to be a little bit careful. So I'm actually going to go up this way. See if it lets me approach. Nope, it does not. I was hoping I could sneak over there. Alright, let's see if this works. Well, for now, let's take this dude, since he was so kind to volunteer. Okay, there is a chaos, but that'll be a while. Perfect. That's what we wanted. And this is why you always keep a longbow / flatbow on your build. Somewhere. One of your weapon sets should have it. Just makes it so much easier to pull. There we go. Now, flag them there. Actually, let's flag them here so they get the cover. Not that Errol's taking it. See, Errol, this is why you got thrown in jail. You decided to stand in the path of the arrows rather than put something in there first. Alright, so now we'll head over to the Ellies here. There's our meteor shower. Over to the other side, free kills. Next up, we'll go take out the Necros. Just making sure there isn't anything else over here. So yeah, this is the section where you have to hold out. And if you had not gone this way, those char would have all come in waves, and you would have had to deal with them with nowhere to run. Because Rurik will not run. And if Rurik dies, the mission's over. Alright, so that just leaves our Mesmer friends up there. As long as we take out the Chaot quickly, it should keep all of my other enchantments intact. Especially since Dwarven Stability is about to refresh. Although, if he does that, it's less likely to stick. Yep. Oh well, at least it wasn't Strength of Honor. Although, that's a Mesmer boss, isn't it? Right, so now we head over this way. There we go. That's done. So Rurik is going to free those dudes. I believe these close the doors. So we're going to wait, let them pass through. I don't know if this actually would have prevented anything from running in. Not that you would care, because you already cleared everything. But these levers do close that door. Yeah, the mage is here. You just send them running to each of these obelisks. They will hold it for you. All three of them will try to claim one before moving to the next. It is incredibly unfortunate, but it's whatever. It's better than Rurik's skill over here, Knock. Takes a full 20 minutes to cast. So from here you have two options. You either defend for the full 20 minutes, which might be possible in like Shadow Form builds, or you just kill everything, and then this opens a lot faster. We are picking the latter option. But for now, we wait. That's where it is. Yeah, he gives his full little speech here. And there we go. That's Ruins of Surmia complete. We are on to Nolani Academy, which will be the mission we do next time. Hope you enjoyed it a lot more than I did. I'm not a big fan of this mission. It's very much competing in my least favorite, although we'll get to my least favorite when we get to factions. You will know which one that is. But for now, have a good one, and see you next for Mission 4.